Hello, 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 hello. How are we doing today? Hope everyone is well. Um, I realize there's something that I need to fix from last time. Just bear with me. I'm going to be flipping back and forth between some of the captures. So, VODs, heads up, flipping things and stuffing things, as well as those who are here live. Just skip ahead a little bit if you don't want to be bothered with any of this stuff. Go here. I need to copy you, and I want this to be here. Paste, and then I want this to be here. Paste. Okay. And then I think we should do. Is it here? Okay. That works there. And then we do here. Okay, that works there. I hear that. I hear the things. And then we do this. Okay. I apologize for all of the cheering and all of the things. Just realized I needed to fix that before, or rather I needed to fix that from last time. So now Sound Booth Bot should be on the starting screen, starting soon, be right back, and the game capture. So yeah, we are here with some Breath of the Wild speedrunning. I do apologize for not streaming Monday. I did forget to update the schedule. I had a very, very bad day and just was not in any sort of good, positive mindset to be able to stream. And I didn't want that to affect my stream to you guys. So I do apologize, but feeling much better. Week has been going a lot better. So looking forward to trying my best to stick to my regular schedule, but I do just ask that you guys bear with me whenever I do have days like that. Eventually, I will have a more public platform for updates and stuff. Right now, I'm just keeping it to my mods, so I do apologize for that. I will try my best to be real time with the schedule on my Twitch channel. And like if I'm deciding I'm going to cancel, I will try my best to be updating that as I decide to cancel, or if I have to cancel for whatever reason. But ideally, I don't have to, and streams happen like normal, and then the only thing that changes is if I decide to do a bonus stream, which I will do my best to let you guys know, especially if it's going to be a Saturday stream. But yeah, so we're going to get right into things. Same kind of general just thing as last time. Got the timer. I have one of our times marked. I haven't gone in and actually fixed the other ones. We're just going to be starting from scratch, or not starting from scratch, but starting from new game, similarly to how we would do a normal speed run. Wild Wimpod in chat for anyone to try to catch it. I will do my best to do so. Since we're just chatting here. But yeah, so should be exciting. I think I do need to do this. And then is there properties? Capture cursor. Okay. I wanted to turn my cursor off for that because otherwise if I'm tabbed in here, you guys would be seeing my cursor move around a bunch and just don't need that. So yeah, same thing as before. Just kind of getting into things. Forget what I had that one for. I think I had that one for practice. So we're going to overwrite the old one. How does audio sound? Voice audio, game audio sounding okay for anyone listening in? Hopefully. Hopefully audio sounds okay. Again, timing doesn't start until we get control of Link, so doing that. I think I am going to do another glitchless, but I'm going to kind of be probably flipping between them, like doing glitched and glitchless runs. Although I guess, to be honest, it's under the same category, so I don't know. I might just do glitched. it is a lot more fun, but um, yeah, I might just do glitched. I don't know. Glitched is very fun, and there are a lot of cool tricks. I'll show you guys. You know, why not? We'll do. I'll allow glitches for this run. There's no like limitation with it. So, 3, 2, 1. Grab the Sheikah slate. I honestly don't know what glitches still work. This is the Switch 2 version, so it is much faster, much better. So I genuinely don't know which ones which ones do work and which ones don't. I know one of the main like movement glitches itself doesn't work, which is the bow lift smuggle slide or bliss, where it abuses the collision mechanics of the game. So what we want to do is we want to take out our Sheikah slate. I've showed this trick off before. We want to take out our Sheikah slate, and that way we get that like animation of that going in, and then jump up here, and then in this corner, angle, if you can see at the bottom there, angle just slightly to the left, and then we want to spam. Oh, wait, no, I did the wrong one. Sorry. I did the wrong animation. We want to open up the camera and then do it. Sorry, I opened up the map. Wrong animation. So ideally we want to be up on this corner here and angled at a specific line up to where we can get the camera the like zoom, I guess you could call it, off while at a specific positioning to clip through the wall. So again, this is impromptu, so I'm just doing it. I just have the timer running for your guys' sake. It's not actually going to be anything crazy, but this is what I'm going to work towards. Okay, I fell off. Alright, no, rude. Alright, I don't remember which position Link has to be in. I think he has to be like over here, kind of. But I just know in the bottom right, if you can tell, the FOV kind of lines up with that right top corner intersection, and just below the left intersection. I don't know if this is possible in the new version. I have absolutely no clue. It might not be. I mean, we can open up the Sheikah scope in this position, so I have to imagine it's still possible. I'm getting closer. Also, I apologize for the clicking, if you are hearing that. It might not be possible anymore. I don't know what the exact parameters were for it. Yeah, I don't know if it's possible or not anymore. Am I on the ground? Oh, I am on the ground. Because ideally you want to be hearing that Link like running animation, and then you can pull it off. Just don't know what angle you have to have Link's body at. Well, that's a bit of a shame if this is if this is not possible anymore. It should be right about that angle. Oh well, we've wasted enough time. Actually, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna do return to title screen. We'll just reset the timer. I think this is the button to reset it. There we go. And then do new game. That's unfortunate. But I'm gonna try a different pathing. Obviously, I'm gonna be using glitches. And so I'll have better movement options for that, which means we will probably end up going faster. So even though it's less time, I guess, technically. I don't know. But yeah, this is gonna use glitches because I was thinking about it, and it's like glitchless is fun. I enjoy glitchless. I do, but I don't know that I'll make it like a whole. I don't know that's what I'll do because even though I'm not going for any sort of records by any means, because this is not the fastest version to get records on. You can get records on this version, but it's not the fastest version to get records on. So 3, 2, 1. I'm just kind of rough starting it. I know there's a specific time you can start your timer from when you hit new game and start the cutscene and stuff, but I'm just counting it as like when I take control of Link. So we will go out the normal way, which means we will have day-night cycle and weather. Oh well. I'll take a look and see if the clip is still possible. But yeah. I'm gonna take a look at VODs this weekend, see if I can get some stuff uploaded. I know I'm way behind, I do apologize, but I will work on that and hopefully get those going. Might do some of that tonight, we'll see. Depends on what I have going on after stream. Yes. Because like with the Shrine clip, we can skip all of this because we don't have to go back into the Shrine of Resurrection ever again once we leave it. Like, not for any percent. For 100%, there is a Korok in the like bed of resurrection, I guess you could call it. Later on, I don't know exactly when it spawns, but I think it's after you help Hastu. It spawns there, and eventually you do come back for it. Just in the routing. That's a speed run I don't know that I'll ever do. Is 100%. As fun as it would be, I don't know that I have the time for that in my life. That is a week-long endeavor. I can whistle sprint though, so I'll take it. Whistle sprinting is nice. I'm excited that we have whistle sprinting in Breath of the Wild still, because I really haven't messed around too much with the glitches for this game, or with the new, not new I guess anymore, but with the Switch 2 version. I haven't really messed around with it. And if volume ever sounds too low or too quiet or something, I can work around and turn it up, so that's no problem at all. Just lets me know. We're gonna skip right on by the old man. Technically, I could still go for the escape, like the shrine escape thing. I could still go for that technically, but I want the axe. The axe is nice. Run right on by this guy. See you, buddy. Zelda's gonna interrupt us probably in 3, 2, 1, I think. There it is. And we still have guy behind us. That's a bit annoying. with whistle sprinting, we're getting to the tower much faster than we did before. I did not do the correct move there. Give me you. And you. And so this will be a new split record for tower, but as expected, with whistle sprinting and basically having infinite sprint. It's like 80% sprint speed, so it's not full on sprinting, but it's pretty close. Pretty much as close as we're going to get. And then just rock back and forth on the X plus, X plus, X plus. Skip this. And as we said, once we see that in full view, we split. So, already shaved off a minute and 12 seconds? Just whistle sprinting. Like that's how crazy whistle sprinting is. I think last time though we did go for the bows as well before we went and got the tower. So, but that's okay, because I'm going to be able to get those bows pretty easily with a nice little trick called fall damage cancel. That's a fun one. I have showed that off plenty of times before. Skip all that. And then what we want to do is we want to come over here and do bippity boppity boo. There we go. So, just to explain and reiterate for those who are new, the way fall damage works in this game is it kind of takes position A and position B link, and it uses that range. So position A link is the link that was on stable, savable, spawnable ground, and what that means is when you save, when you die, respawn, teleport, whatever, it has to be a ground that the game registers is able to put link on. And then everything else registers as kind of void terrain or fallable, I guess, or like falling, or just, space. And what that does is you have points A and point B. Point A being the top, point A being the ground, or whatever you're hitting. If the distance between point A and point B is far enough, link takes damage. There's a wild seal in chat for anyone to try to catch it. The unfortunate thing about whistle sprinting is it does... Oh, hello, I did put my axe away. Alright, take you. The thing about that is if you have a two-handed throwable weapon, it essentially creates a new version of Link, or a new set, I guess you could call save, or like state of Link. And what that does is it basically says, or it basically tells the game, okay, Link's position that he started from position A, is now here where he's throwing the weapon. So it only works with two-handed weapons, and it works better with like axes and sledgehammers than it does with spears, just because of the frame advancing. But if you go to throw a weapon, it throws normally. Now, if you go and throw a weapon and then go frame by frame, you can see I de-equipped the weapon before throwing it. So ideally, and yes, I know I'm burning time, it's fine. So when I go to release the weapon, or like when I go to throw and I release the throw button, I start the throw animation, I go 1, 2, that was probably about 3 or 4 frames. I have now thrown the weapon. It has left my inventory. I can no longer equip it. It is now considered thrown. When that throwing animation happens, and it's still at a point where it's registered in your inventory, that creates the link save. Like, that creates the link slot. So now we're going to go over Magnesis. Still going to follow the same route. Even though I technically could do a better routing for this. I'm still going to follow the same route that I was following before. The ideal route for a glitched plateau is you actually don't get the tower in any percent. They don't need it. What they do is called shrine clipping, and that's by getting what's called skew. So you can get skew by holding a shield and shield jumping at an angle. I forgot I haven't done that. So you set yourself up at an angle, and usually people get skew by doing it on the side here. So they go shield jump, surf, and then it loads skew, because what skew is if I was to flip forward and then de-equip the shield, you can see Link has an angle that he's standing at. And right there, he jumped to the left. So that means I have what's called skew. It is just meaning Link's positioning in a frame-by-frame collision is not where it's meant to be. So do that. And now I have skew, which means I could theoretically line this up in a position, and I can clip through the side of the shrine. I am nowhere near proficient with this or capable of doing so, but you want to just basically just be frame by frame advancing, and there's specific setups. It's a very, very like high level trick to do and utilize. So maybe eventually I'll learn it, might practice it and do different things, but for now I'm not worried about it. I just grab the tower, bite the time loss, and go in through the front door. Again, not trying to set any records. If I was going for records, I would be playing in a different language, using the shrine clips, doing that sort of thing. But I'm not too pressed about it. Honestly, I'm just going for my kind of benchmark right now is to get a sub 2 hour. Like, beating this game in 2 hours would be like would be a nice achievement for me. And I think I'll drop it down like 5-10 minutes after each time. And of course, that does mean like more glitches might be used. All right, we're gonna just do this trick. Go ahead and shoot at me. Parry. Down he goes. It is faster to technically use the block, but I got a bad setup with having it kind of fall down like that. So I had to climb over both. Ideally you get... Oh, come on. Ideally you get the top block or the second block to fall off. And then you just have to climb up on one block, or you can still use the cube and like see past it. We did that last time. And you're able to take out the Guardian Scout, I think they're called. That's also why I wasn't worried about healing, because I knew I wasn't going to take much more damage after that. So we are still going to do the stuff with the doublet and whatnot. Technically, there is a better route we can take, where we do stasis before Cryonis, and I have shown this off I think before times, but we can do a launch, and I know I've showed this off before because I've done various speedrunning practices and whatnot, where I launch myself off of a tree and land in front of the stasis shrine. I'll give that a I'll give that a try, because if I can do that, then I can unlock the stasis shrine, go to the Cryonis shrine, and then warp back to the stasis. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of move it around. I'll rename them, or I might just do stasis and then I'll rename them after the splits. But first we have to get bombs, which I can go over here and do. Although, is there Hyrule Bass in here? I forget if there is or not. I don't think so. If it is, it's in the other side. But yeah, if you just alternate between stamina sprinting and whistle sprinting, it's the most effective movement without a horse, or, well, without the ability to BLSS, or as I like to refer to, wiggle bombing. Unfortunately, this is the only version that I can and am going to be speedrunning. Alright, jump here, run across here, jump across, and hooray, we have bombs. Oh, I forgot to do the split for Magnesis. Oops. I forgot to do that. Oh well, we're gonna get a really good Magnesis split then next time. And we're probably gonna get a really bad, we might not get a bad bomb split. We'll just get a really bad, we'll just get a really good Magnesis split next time. That's gonna be funny. And be like, why did it take me 16 minutes to get to Magnesis? That's the weapon. So I did the wrong way there. Do I get good platform? No, I don't. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, come on. Well, that works. So allow me to, let's see if I can pull this off here. So this is, for those who are new and have not seen it before, this is what I like to call wind bombing. I don't know if I can pull this off with this here, but we're gonna find out. Ah, boo. Essentially, the main idea is the collision of the bombs hit Link in such a manner that launch him and abuse the ragdoll physics. Let's see, I got one more attempt before. Alright, nope. Unfortunate. Right. Just do it that way. Oh, we didn't get all of it. I wonder if I can shield jump that. Aha! I can. Ideally, you get enough to just be able to walk around that. And I don't know if my wind bombing is going to actually work, because I think it works, but I don't know. Oh, it also split. So. I think it works still. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it. I think I have my main save that I can play around with that with. And then we want to go over here. Jump this wall. Go over here. Forget which guardian comes alive. Fortunately, we can't whistle sprint when we don't have that. Also, where am I going? I'm going the complete wrong way. I want to go to the old man's house so we can grab the spicy peppers. Unfortunately, whistle sprinting, even though it doesn't make the whistle sound, it does technically count as a whistle, so it will often alert enemies. But go 1, 2, grab an extra axe. And grab the stamella shroom. As well as this one around back. This one right here. And I thought there was another one. Oh no, that's a regular. Oh no, there's another 2 here. There we go. Because what we do is go hold all of you and then cook you up. Alright, and then we need to warp back to the Shrine of Resurrection. Wild Clavopus in chat for anyone to try to catch it. Do here. That not get any fish? Really? No fish? Alright, got a couple that time. Take that guy out there. Is there a boar anywhere around here? Oh, there's one there. There it is. Drop 2 meat. Nice. Over here to this guy. Light that fire there. Grab this traveler's bow. Arrows. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spicy meat and seafood fry. I cook something. There we go. And then now we'll try the trick. Well, I guess technically we could have done this to where we went over. Hello, Keys. Goodbye, Keys. I guess technically the faster way would have been to travel over here and start going to this guy's house from this direction, because he's over here as well. But it was just easy enough to cook everything there. Now I can never remember which tree it actually is. I think it's this one? No, I think it's one that's closer. I don't know. I can never remember. I think it's this one. Maybe? This might look right. Alright, I don't even remember where I'm supposed to aim for this. I don't think this is the right tree. No, this is definitely not the right tree. I just remember it was a tree next to a flat rock. Could it have been this one? Or was it one of the ones up here by his house? Closer? No, it wasn't closer to his house, that's for sure. Maybe? I don't remember. I need to remember this kind of thing. I don't think it was this one. I don't even know if I can pull it off. No, it definitely wasn't this one. I think it was this one. Yeah, it definitely seems like it was this one because it's giving me trouble getting up to the top of it, so. It was a very awkward tree to climb, that's for sure. There was like a specific spot on the wall you'd like angle at, or like look at. It was like right there, I think. Okay, well I got the launch, so it does work. Just, you know, wasn't the right tree. So the launch does still work. Just needs to be the right tree, I guess. And I have no clue which tree that is. I don't know, I feel like it's this one. I don't remember. Because there is a specific tree that this is, like, best for. Although a couple other ones do work. Was it one of the ones over here? Might have been one of the ones over here. You like go up here, aim like right there. Okay, it might have been that one. Just not a correct angle. I pulled that way too early. Yep. Oops. But again, this is just practice. So, again, not going for great time, just going for a time and practicing different things. But if I can get it with this tree, I can easily remember this one. That's for sure. I just don't know if it's possible with this angle and tree. Okay. So I'm getting the launch. I'm just not getting the height. Let's try this one. Okay, this one's difficult to climb. I might not be able to have the correct angle here. Okay, that wasn't a bad angle? Like that wasn't bad. I wonder if I can do that better. Really? Oh, you. That counts. It's fine, I'll just eat some of my food. Why did it take damage there? Why did it take my health away? It's rude. Alright, so aim right about there. Alright, and then look up. Nope, didn't work. Alright, let's load back a little bit just so I have my health back. And my food. But yeah, ideally, I launch up there and like land right next to the shrine. I'm gonna give this one another shot. I think it has potential. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't have as much potential as I thought. Boo. I really wish I could remember which tree specifically it was. Because there was one that was good for this. Also, hello, Keys. Goodbye, Keys. Really? What? How did that not? Excuse you? That's not how you were supposed to work. I'm gonna go on a limb and say it was this one. Seems like a bit far. Seems like way too far. I don't know. Screw it, I'll try it. Okay, that's way too far. Okay, so that one's way too far. That was a good launch, and that probably would have worked, but that's way too far of a tree. So it's got to be a closer one. Was it this one? I don't remember it being that close to his house, though. Unless it was further back. One second. Let me keep the time going, but... seeing if I can look it up. Let's see, was this the... I think this was the correct... This was the correct one that I was looking at. True. Alright. Okay, so I was at the correct tree. Was I? Okay, I was at the correct tree. I just was looking at the wrong angle. Alright. Or rather, one of the trees was correct. This is the correct tree here. So go ahead and drop a save. Let my stamina replenish. No, don't jump off of the tree. Climb up the tree. Timer's still going, so that's good. No. Really? Alright, fine, we'll go up this side. Really? That doesn't work either? Oh my gosh. Climb the tree like a normal person. Do I really have to take this slow and friggin' steady? I should just be able to jump up here. Oh, come on. Alright, this is actually starting to annoy me. Well, I'll lick a tongue in chat for anyone who's trying to catch it. Alright, and then what we want to aim for is like... right there, I think, is where he aims. Okay, that was close. That was close. We're getting there. I think we're on to something here. I think we are indeed on to something. Ooh, okay. We are indeed. We're getting closer. We are indeed getting closer. It's just the timing of the launch now. That's pretty much all I have to adjust and figure out. And how to climb a tree, apparently. Because Link doesn't seem to know how. Go here. Okay, that didn't work. is I'm using the stamina bar to measure when to like place and use the other bomb. It's the best way to do it. Alright, find our angle. Okay, why are we not launching anymore? Is it because I'm looking up? It might be because I'm looking up. It is surprising how finicky and like sensitive the direction of the camera is facing when trying to do this. So it's quite impressive actually. You see, we actually launched there. I just don't think I had enough height. Or I definitely didn't have enough height because I was going to smack right into the wall. So, already past the time we had for the plateau before, but again, I wasn't going for any sort of time or record because I think we beat the plateau in like 38 minutes last time. So, okay, that was close. It was close. Getting there. Maybe the angle that I'm looking at is incorrect. Because like I said, every angle matters with these. The position, or as far as the position of like where Link is facing before, during, and after. So, because I thought he was like I'm supposed to look there. Maybe I'm supposed to look like right there. Let's try that. Okay, that did not work. Yay, practicing and failing live. Woo! This is probably one of the most difficult tricks for the plateau if you're not doing like the shrine clipping and stuff, just because of how inconsistent it could be. Like, it's just, I mean, if you're pixels off on the timing or positioning of the bombs, like, you're not going where you want it to go. Okay, again, I get the launch, but I don't get the height. So I don't know if I need to wait longer or less. I'm not really sure. I think I need to wait longer. But that's why it's practice. Let's try like right there maybe? Let's wait a little bit longer. Okay, we wait too long and it doesn't work. I think I remember last time when I was trying this, my problem was I was actually getting the first bomb out too fast. So let's dial it back a little. See if that makes a difference. Okay. Did help a little bit. I mean, even if I could just like land on one of the ledges, that would work too. I could just climb the rest of the way. Okay, that was better. That was better. See if looking up helps that any, because I'm getting that pretty consistently now. By just kind of going slower, moving my hands. It's actually kind of funny, like having to move my hands slower because I'm pressing and like I'm inputting the input. I'm getting the inputs too fast. Maybe angle a bit up as well. Okay. Not bad. Take another look at that video and just see where that launch angle was. Okay. See, I'm looking in the right spot. Okay. So I'm looking in the correct spot. Not. I don't think I'm timing it right. Is the problem. So about there. Okay, that was a bit better. Kinda, sorta, not really. At least I'm getting the launch consistently. Okay. That was promising. I think I am getting a bit higher up on the cliff face. Okay, that one was not higher up. So I think that one was a little late. So I think I need to do it like right when my stamina bar is about a quarter gone. I think that's kind of the magic alignment there, or timing, I guess. Position ourselves. Okay, definitely seems like a quarter might be good. Somewhere between a quarter and like an eighth. Or I guess 2/8. So there's a shrine. There's where we line up. Nope. I think I put the bomb out too early. Or the bottom bomb, I should say. Ugh. I do still need to practice my castle route as well. That's another one. I might get out there and get like a save. I think my bomb is too early. Yep. Bottom bomb was too early there. Alright, I'll give it 3 more launch attempts, and then I'll just move on. So actually, launch off the tree 3 times. Alright, I think that's good there. And then let's place the bomb, and then launch. No, not high enough. Okay, so I think I need to wait a little bit past the quarter mark there to place the bomb. Because the lower bomb needs to get in the correct position to where the higher bomb. Alright. So let's line you up there. That might be a little too early on that. Alright, let's advance it frame by frame. Place. Launch. Okay. Okay, that wasn't bad. Just wonder... Let's place it there and then launch. Nope. It's also why I don't do glitches like this usually, because I'm bad at them. Alright, let's see here. Frame by frame, place you there, and then launch? No. Unfortunate. Alright, I'll play around with that. I'm gonna leave my hard save here, I think. Just drop a hard save there. And I might play around with that. But for now, we need to go over here. So let's go... I think Shrine of Resurrection is going to be the best place. Wild +1 in chat from try to catch it. I myself would like to. Alrighty. Yeah, it's a bit annoying I can't get that off. But it's a tough trick for a reason. Alright. And then what I want to do is I want to climb you. Because you can also use whistle sprinting to climb things. Certain things, not everything. Some enemies there. Enemy camp. It's fine. Technically there is a launch we could potentially do here. I don't know if it would be good though. Alright, they're leaving me alone. I don't want to drop a hard save here. Also, hello, bokoblins. Oh, you have a bow. Right, get rid of you. Take you out as well. I wonder if I could launch to the shrine from up here. I'd like to get an autosave down game, maybe? Wonder if I can get a good enough angle. Yay, I caught it. Right here might not be too shabby. Also, hello, Mr. Guardian. Load. I need an autosave to hit. Thank you. Right here might not be too bad. Let's see what we got here. Focus shield is badly damaged. Yeah, kind of expected that. Oh, we can so make that. Oh, we can so make that. Oh. That might be the new strat. Oh, I can so make that. I just need to adjust, like, just get the angle a little bit. That might be the safer strat there. Come on. Because I need a little bit of distance, or I need a little bit of height and like a lot of distance. So I don't want to go like a full. Because if I can just land up there on that, like lined up on that, that's almost perfect. Because then I skip going like all the way down there, across, and all the way up. It did not take me long to get up here either. See what one. So that's got the height for sure, but it doesn't have the distance. Not anywhere close to the distance we need. A little bit above the shrine, maybe? Oh, come on. Alright, maybe a little bit to the left. Maybe a little bit to the left there. Where it's like lower. Oh, this is so possible. I know it is. Oh, I know it is. So like let's do like left side of the shrine. But still like above it maybe? Let's do like that. I did not go into bullet time. Get like right on the edge here. And then re-angle ourselves. Let's go like right there. Alright, there's bullet time. Come on. Oh, I'm getting so close. Oh, I'm getting so close. Oh, I can totally do this launch. I don't know if I'll live it, but I can totally do it. Alright, let's like go way over here. Just see where that puts us. I just jumped off. Well, at least I can put it away. Go like way over here, like get the shrine just off the scope there. Although I'm not in the correct position. So like angle it so the shrine is just off the scope there. Okay, that's got the angle and the height. It just doesn't have the distance. Oh, it just doesn't have the distance. Alright, I think that's right about there. Alright, let's go like right there and right there maybe? That's got it. Go, 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 go. Oh, oh no. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm so close. Also, game over. Yes, yes, haha. Continue from last save. Oh, falling death, really? Really? Oh, I think I can definitely get this. Alright, maybe. Maybe they just need to be a little closer together. Come on. Oh, I've got the height. I just need the just a little bit farther. I wonder if I maybe let it go a little bit, like a little bit more down, so not kind of like the same angle that we were looking for in the stamina bar with the tree launch. Get it just off scope there. All right. Like right there. Do it. Okay, I definitely went farther that time. Like I definitely got closer. Oh, if I can get this launch and I can get I can get it consistently, I can stick to the same routing. Also, I'm gonna have a heck of a time if I can get this. Like, all right, let's do that. Let's do that there, like right there. Okay, didn't see, like I didn't look up at all that time and didn't get as much distance or height. Like, I genuinely think looking up and down and around does have a effect on these. So it's just like, I think this is the farthest bit of land that I can get to though at this height. I think that was a bit too early. Yeah, so close. I don't even know if it's possible to get enough launch. Is there anywhere else that's like closer? If I stand here and look left, okay, there is a bit that's like closer there, but it's lower. So those keys are probably gonna aggro to me. Maybe? Yeah. No? Alright. Let's see if this spot can do it. Gonna get a bit more height, but I am closer. No, I don't know. I don't know if that one would have got, like, I don't know. Funny thing is, had I gone just down and done the intended route, would have already been there probably. Or this is about using glitches and exploits. Let's go there and then, wait, nope. Okay. Did not work. Do not recommend. Oh, come on. Although I think with that, I think when I hit the ground, I'm gonna, because the thing is, the thing that I'm worried about is, I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna hit, and then it's gonna be a game over. So I don't know if it's even possible with that in mind. Maybe like go back over to the shrine now that I'm in like a different position. Okay, that had every bit of distance that we needed. That had height, distance, like that had what we needed. It was just off angle. So then that was like right at the pinnacle of that. So let's go like move it right here. Did not go into bullet time. Alright. Line myself back up here. Like right here, and then like go right above there. Close again. I don't know what like I had there on that with the stamina bar timing, but I want that again. Alright, let's try that there. Maybe? No. Just shy again. I don't know if I need to let it go longer or shorter. Let's try a little bit shorter. Let's try a little bit before the quarter. Let's see what that does. Like right there, and then here maybe? I don't know. That might give us what we need. Doing it between like an eighth and a quarter. That might be the move for this one. That was pretty good. These are good launches. I don't have a paraglider to kind of counterbalance myself. Let's try over here with the more height with going before the half. Okay, I think the lower bomb was like too low. Like they weren't close enough together. Okay, I hit the bomb too early. I hit the bomb too early that time as well. Alright, that's good. That'll work. Okay, I think I figured it out. I just have to get the angle correct. So we stand like right about here. Go just off scope. Do it like right there and right there. Come on! So close. Oh, so close. And again, I have no guarantee that this won't just kill me upon landing up there, but, you know, never know until you get it, and then you never get it again. Alright, let's do that. Alright. Oh, that's so close. It's so finicky. Oh, it's so close. So close. Let's go like right here, maybe? That is jumping the wrong way. Wrong direction jump. That did not jump forward at all. Oh! Oh, we in there. And I didn't even take any extra damage. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's sick. Nice. Okay, so I think the trick is just like kind of immediately doing it. Kinda. Also have a really fun launch for inside here. Also, there's a wild Pidgeot. Or Pidgeot. I want to see if I can catch that one. Pokey catch. Ultra Ball. So. Kind of skip around the shrines a little bit with bombs. There's some cool and fun tricks we can do with them. They're a little difficult at times to pull off, but typically you go for bombs first before magnesis, and then you can skip a bunch of stuff around the shrines, as I've shown off before. Also, this will unfortunately once again not be a full run, but yeah, the trick, you can just really quickly get up here. If I can angle myself to get on top of this ledge here, like so, And you want to look at this little jutty out bit. Bomb equipped. Nope. That didn't work. Look at this little jutty out bit. Make sure you're standing, yep, just like that. Look way up. And boom. We're at the end of the shrine. And you don't have to worry about taking damage because you get full heal, or you get full health after shrine. So there's that. Also took us an hour and 10 minutes to get to Cryonis. Oh, goodness. But that's because we were practicing other things. But now that I found that other skip, I might leave this in its order and then just keep going for Cryonis. After, you know, and do it that way just because, like... Ah. Run away! Run away! Yeah, if I can get that skip, because that's a really easy, like, teleport to the Shrine of Resurrection, get up there, do that launch, get the shrine, and then do this run over to Stasis. Which is really easy to do when you go the correct way and not towards this. Do some shield surfing. I forget which ledge it is, but it's one of these ledges. Aha, here it is. Yeah, take a little bit of damage, I guess. That means I can't do the launch in here, but the launch in here is really difficult because of the pit and, like, the ceiling, so I typically don't do the launch in here anyways, and there's nothing to really take damage on, so... Yeah, pretty much everything after bombs and Cryonis, we are just going to be ending up getting a better time on. And honestly, I think I have a fully legal, like, run of the Great Plateau, so theoretically I could upload it. It's going to be a terrible time. No, I missed the instant freeze. Although I did get perfect level there. Or just about. Yeah, you have to be careful about that. Also, yeah. Go that there. Equip that one. Do that, and it falls down. And away we go. Ah, Pidgeot escaped. Boo. Alright, so there's that. And now it's just to get the paraglider. Hooray! So like the other aspect that I want to change from last run was actually trying to get a horse, and I think I can go to a place I'll be able to get a horse, but also with glitches I can actually just get a nice launch and potentially make it pretty far, pretty close to the castle. It just depends on stamina, which is why I'll be taking stamina rather than hearts. Yeah, so I don't feel like jumping off here, even though I can. So we're just going to go back to the Shrine of Resurrection. And run from there to the Temple of Time. That is the fastest, well, non-glitch way anyways. I guess in theory I could potentially launch from here and land in that pond. Which might be faster, but it might also cause me to drown because of stamina. See the statue in the background glowing through the windows of the Temple of Time. That's cool. Technically we could just run past him, but... Hi, Mousy. How are you? Stamina vessel. Yes, please. Hi, Dragon. Welcome in. Good, I may or may not have gotten the new Pokopia game after seeing people play it. Ooh, how is it? How is it? Is it fun? Hope it's fun. Hope it's cool. I just started it, but from what I've seen, it's a really nice chill game. Nice. That's what I was figuring it was, and you know, glad it is. Hopefully it's a good little game. I'm still pretty on the fence about it, just because I don't typically play games like that, but I think technically this is where we would cut the split for the Great Plateau. Is when we see that flash of light, but call ours the paraglider. Alright, we also do that split there. I wasn't going to get it until I watched a couple streamers play it. Ah. Always helps in deciding games. I know I've definitely done a few. There's been a few games where I've watched streams or YouTube videos and been like, yeah, I want that. Alright. So what I want to do is I want to kind of go towards the Seek Out Impa. Because I think down in that, like, somewhere around there is actual horses that I could potentially get. So I don't want to drop a hard save because I don't want to write my hard save from here. Do we have a... Okay, I have a save up here. Because I want to go over that way. I think there's horses that way. I could be mistaken. The last time we didn't have a horse. I think it'd be faster. Or I could just go... I guess I could just, in theory, try to make it to the castle. I don't know if I can get a... I don't know if I can get a launch. It gives off a lot of Dragon Quest Builders vibe, but with Pokemon. Oh, okay. See, I was thinking it was more like a Animal Crossing or Heartopia, if you've seen that one. Okay, that did not work. There's some Animal Crossing vibes too. Oh, gotcha. Well, as long as it's a fun game and you enjoy it. Animal Crossing meets Dragon Quest Builders. Got it. It's a mishmash and its own thing. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Okay, well, didn't really get a good launch. I didn't even make it off the plateau. It'd been faster to warp to the Magnesis Shrine and then launch off the wall. Alright, let's see here. Can I stand up here, please? Am I able to stand up here and do this without sliding off? Please and thank you. I guess not. So we're just gonna stand right here on the corner. I don't have a... I don't really have a save here. That's fine. It's probably fine. It was not fine. What is going on in my Discord? No, just annoying stuff. Not annoying stuff, but just it's annoying me. Alright. I want to see about my original plan, about launching over this way. Is that the furthest? I guess the tower would be better. Launching off the tower. Wildstone Jorner in chat for anyone to try to catch it. It's cool Pokemon. That's something I need to play again on stream. Do some Pokemon stuff on stream again. I don't want to completely cut it out of my content. I just don't know what I want to do with... Do for it. Bleh. Alright. Because my thought process is, like, rather than trying to cut across Hyrule Field to the castle immediately, see if I can find a horse. Although would finding a horse and then getting it over to Hyrule Castle be faster than just hoofing it to Hyrule Castle on foot and or with various launches. I don't know. Because I don't know where horse spawn in this game. I figured they would spawn in the wide open field that is Hyrule Field down there. But apparently they do not. I was thinking maybe they're by a stable. They were not. So yeah, I don't know. But headed to the stable might not be the worst idea, so let's try it. Yay, speed. Speedy launch. Nice, Dragon, got it. Because, like, ideally I find a horse with, like, a 3 or a 4 spur speed. Somewhere around here, maybe? No horse? No hunts? No hunts? Drop down here. And then we sprint on over. Because I also want a horse to be able to dodge all the guardians. I don't think I can talk to them and they can get me a horse. I know one of the stable guys tells you where some are, but... and, like, to go catch them, but I think that's the stable over by the, like, barracks ruins. Hello, Riverside Stable. Talk to you. I've seen your face before. You know about the stable system? Yes, I do. Catching horses. Let's do approach from behind. Any wild horses around here? Can I mug this guy and take his horse? I would really like a horse before I go towards the castle. Thinking there are horses this way. Perhaps not. There are horses this way. I have indeed found horses. I don't know if there's a way I can get them back across here, though. I don't know if I can even get across here, though. River current might be too strong. Come on. You can make it. Come on. Just barely. Gotta sneak up on them. And go hiya. Nice, I'll take a 3-speed. No, stop. So it looks like we have to go across to that bridge over there and then across. Okay. That's fine. I'm okay with this. Come on. Go, horse. I still think this will definitely end up being faster than what we did before. Just not sure about the castle route. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, we gotta move. Okay, that did not work. That did not work at all. Oh dear. I don't know where the last save was. Okay, the bridge. It's not the worst. Okay, just gotta time things better is all. Problem is I don't know the best way to enter the castle because I'm kind of just figuring all of this out myself, which is my preferred way to do it, and I want to kind of trailblaze my own route. So I think we just go for that over there, maybe. Well, where's the front of the castle? I think the front of the castle is this way. Yeah. Okay. Gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. Well, you know, maybe not the best, but not the worst. I don't like the fact that there's just Guardian Stalker sitting there. Wait, is that alive? Oh no, I think that one's dead. I so wish I could grab... Oh, you are not dead. You are not dead. I had a feeling you weren't dead. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I don't know why I thought that was alive. I knew that, or I don't know why I thought that one was not going to come alive. I knew it was going to come alive. Oh, and it's right here. Alright, well, we don't have a choice. There's one. There's two. And there's three. Alright. That's taken care of. And that's technically castle split, so... Alright. Let's take a look at things here, shall we? Okay. Looks like we have an entrance on this pathway that can take us inside. What's your PB? So, I have never fully timed myself from start to finish on an official run. We had gotten to what's about I would say the last, if I had to speculate a PB, based on what we got to last time, being just over, just a minute over 2 hours, entering the final segment of the run. Maybe I would speculate my PB to be around 2 hours and 20 minutes. And that was a very scuffed, very unpracticed, even more so than this, run. But honestly, still, getting to the castle, given the fact that if you were to break down everything, okay, if you were to break down the splits that we're at currently, from the time getting to the paraglider to the castle was about 17 minutes. From the stasis to the paraglider was 4 minutes. From cryonis to stasis was 4 minutes. Magnesis to bombs was 3 minutes. So realistically, if you were to break that down and say going from bombs to cryonis or to stasis, or rather, bombs to cryonis, then another 4 or 5 minutes, and then go from there. I mean, it's definitely a plausible PB, but this was more so just about getting the practice in and figuring out a route that I would want to do, rather than actually trying to, go for any sort of record. And I found a decent route that I like. It's just a matter of perfecting it. Also, we cannot take that thing on. So this isn't a bad location to be in. So if I was able to go through here, if I could manage to get through here, I could get to dining room where we were last time. Ooh, I did not realize he was almost going to spot us there. But yeah, if I would say probably would have had another 15, 20, 25 minutes left of the last one. I don't know if I can sneak up on this guy. know if I can. Even if I do, I don't know that I'll do enough damage. We're gonna try it. I think he's gonna notice us though. Yep. Okay. I have one hope. And that's gonna be flurry rushes with a hammer. Like that. And I have to knock his weapons loose before mine break. Ooh, don't do that. Come on, come on. Because if I can get his weapons, I can sneak up and do some good damage on people. Alright, that's good there. Let's do that. Equip that. And then now I can do good damage to him. There we go. And then we'll equip this bow, drop this one, drop this one, drop that one. Drop you, drop you, drop you. Alright. And then, where does this... Okay, I think I know where this leads. Yeah, this leads to docks. Or to guard's chamber. You guys do have some good weapons there. This leads out. I don't want to go out. I want to stay inside. What is that? Oh, that's an EX chest there. I don't think I want or need anything in here. Alright, this is bombable. Yeah, this is a... If I recall, this is a... Yeah, ancient arrows. That's what we're looking for. Because this is the ideal route that we take, is we come in, get that guy, and then figure it out from there. I forget how we open this up, though. That's my only problem. Because we need this to be opened. Can't shoot anything through here, can I? No. And that arrow's gone. Alright, so let's go back out, I guess? I'm gonna be calling it soon anyways, but I was just seeing if we could find a decent route for the castle, which we kind of did. But yeah, I want to get that guy's stuff there, and then I think it's... there's no way to get past here. So I think we need to be up one. Yeah, we need to be up one level. We need to be up there. I wonder if I could make... I could make this climb here. Is it this one? I can make this climb. Easy. You, I don't appreciate trying to shoot me. And that's not a... I don't think this is possible, because I think he's gonna... if this is a standable ledge, this is possible. Okay, I can do this probably. Because I just need to make it up to here. And get cover. Get arrows there. Get a roll bow there. And then... Is it up one more? Or is this supposed to be the entrance that I'm supposed to take? I think it's up one more. Ooh, I don't appreciate that. Ooh, I really don't appreciate that. Okay, so this is where we were last time. Okay, so that's the entrance I'm supposed to take. Although I might be able to make that work. Can I? No, because I can't get around through that. Because that entrance right there is dining room, I think. Because that's where we had, last time we had come into. Because I really need to try to not be taking as, I need to try to be taking as little damage as possible up here. Do I have a, where's my last save? Oof, in the castle. I don't want to take a lot of damage there. Can I go, no, I can't go down and around. Can I go across and around? This is the problem, is all the malice around here. Can't get across that. Alright. What are our options here? I really would like to get into that in there, but malice blocks that entrance, and I think you can only destroy it from the inside. Ideally, I get into dining hall there, just below that second, like, gatehouse. Ooh. Alright. But yeah, there's nothing. I can't get through here. Oh, I didn't open you. Yeah. Okay. Let me think about this. Hey, excuse you. No, no. That is not okay. I'm not okay with this. Can I get here, maybe? Where does this put me? This actually ain't too bad. Because I can get up here and take this guy out, no problem. Alright, he's taken care of. And then, if I can launch over there... Pull your paraglider, pull your paraglider. Get the launch off there. And then it's just the standard climb that we did before. It's not that great of a launch, but it's still a decent launch. And this should be dining room here. Which has these guys in here, which have good weapons. Hey. Rude. Take him out. Grab his weapon there. Sneak strike you. Take him out. Grab that. Pick up the Molduga fin. Other stuff. So we want the mighty bananas, but we don't want them like burned or roasted. Take this. Can we get this guy before the other one notices us? Nope. Alright. That's fine, that's fine. Come on, game. That is less than fine there, obviously. For obvious reasons, because I don't know when the last save hit. Okay. Alright, that's not hateful. See, I don't think we're gonna be able to get the drop on this guy here. Maybe we can? Nope. Oh, come on! That's so annoying. I hate the fact that we can't get the... Really? Well, I did sprint, so I guess that can't be helped. I wonder if we can just take these guys out with my bow. Bobbing and weaving. Oh, really? Well, you are standing between them, so attacked on both sides is a huge possibility. No, 100%. It's just... I just wish it was easier to, like... Not wish, but I'm annoyed that they're able to just, like, randomly... not randomly, but, like... They manage to, like... spot me, because the other one doesn't spot me before this guy does. That's the problem. I can take one down, I can take the other down. See, like, they both spot me random, like, not randomly, but they both, like, hear me. Take him out. See if I can lure the other one away, maybe? Get him to attack me. Problem is they both attack at the same time. I wonder if maybe I just need to not be using such a slow item or slow weapon. Because it would be nice to save the Dragon Bone Club for the blights. Ah, boo. Get up. Stand up. Why would he not stand up? I was pressing the button for him to stand up, and he just doesn't stand up. Also, we are over 2 hours in stream. Ugh. Alright, yeah, come on. Come on. Wow. Okay. Sure. Just do that, why don't you? Alright. Because I'm getting more attacks in. Do that there. Problem is the Lazal Tri-Boomerang is damaged. Alright. That's unfortunate that that did that. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Where's your... Because I really want his Stone Smasher. There we go. Alright. So, just kind of a divide and conquer thing, I guess. But yeah, you really want the stuff in here because I believe there's... Well, I know there's a meal, I just don't know how to make it. That increases your attack. Increases it enough that... it helps with the blight fights. I just don't know how to increase the length of it. I think there's other items you need to get as well. Well, take this halberd here. A roll guard spear, rather. That. We have a decent number of weapons. But there's more to find. But no, we didn't make it all the way to the blights. But if it weren't for all of the messing around that I did before, probably would have. Honestly, probably would have. So I think that's not a half bad route for getting a sub 2 hour. I mean, the fact that we spent almost an hour going from bombs to Cryonis just because we were trying to go to Stasis and then Cryonis and then a bunch of extra stuff after that, like, I think definitely sub 2 hour, even with a scuffed, even with a pretty scuffed castle route, is very possible. So, just gonna have to keep at it. I am really enjoying it, though. I am very much enjoying running this game and doing all of the speedrunning things, so I'm definitely going to do it more. I think over here is the room that I want with... Yeah. Take this royal guard spear. And what we do is we, like, kind of drop down behind this guy if we can. If you can drop down and sneak strike him, it's better. Because then that doesn't happen. But not a bad trade for a Royal Claymore, which is just crazy to do, or crazy to use against the blades. And also grab Royal Guard's bow, as well as the weapons over here, including this Royal Guard shield, Soldier's Claymore, Soldier's bow. And then the fun thing is getting out of here. But we can go over here, fight this fella. Let's use our silver scale spear. And we can just kind of keep comboing in there. And we take his spear. And just go ahead and do the same thing to this guy. Take his bow. And then this should be... Aha, this is the ice blade, so we're close to the exit. Or rather, we're close to the library. Nice. Frostblade there isn't bad for taking down enemies as well. But yeah, ideally we, go from here and get to the boss chamber. But it is already 8 o'clock, so getting pretty late. I could go for a Blight's run. Potentially. I could potentially go for one. Get off of the wall there. Ooh, parallelogram rated with 2 viewers. Hello, hello, welcome in raiders. How are we doing today? Well, heck, now I gotta go longer. Welcome in, welcome in. We're just doing some Zelda speed running. How was your stream? What were you playing? Yeah, just doing some practice runs, getting back into it. The first stream here. Is this the good one or is this the bad one? This is the bad one. Dang it. First stream we did this last week, 2 weeks ago, something like that. Made it to the Blights in like about 2 hours. Ow. I thought I was far enough away from that. Rude. Alright, it's fine. We have mushrooms. But I've been playing with, little glitches and exploits here and there. Yeah, don't want to do that one. And now just seeing if we can go for a Blight run to end off stream. Let me think here. Also Breath of the Wild, but Switch 1, doing plateau runs for sub 15. Ooh! What route do you do? I've learned Blights and I can beat Calamity like 25% of the time. Yeah. What route do you take for plateau run? Do you go, are you just doing the any percent where you, shrine clip, go get bomb, or resurrection clip, go get bombs, and then just go around, or are you... I'm curious what the current route is. Yeah, doing the 90% route, bombs, max, stasis, cryo. Yeah, makes sense. I'm assuming Shrine of Resurrection clip, down to the Temple of Time, to bombs, and then go from there. So where was that? Where the heck was that? Pit. Yeah, Shrine of Resurrection clip, then window clip at Temple of Time. I don't do the scope clip at Temple of Time. Oh, yeah, I know the window clip. Back when I was doing runs on, um, back when I was doing runs on Switch One. Does Shrine of Resurrection clip? Does that still work with Switch 2 edition? Do you know? So I'm trying to remember. I don't want to drop a hard save, but let me see. Where's my... Okay, I have a loaded save in here. I have a loaded save, so... Hold you, do you, I guess, maybe? Might work. It's only 310. Load. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it works on Switch 2. Interesting. I just couldn't get it. Yeah, that's why I practice. I go through phases off and on doing Breath of the Wild speedrunning, but I've always enjoyed it. Anyway, I gotta go. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Sounds good. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for hanging out. Catch you around. Trying to think. Which boost your movement speed. Temporary increases maximum hearts. That's nice. Let's try that, I guess. Throw in that and that. Okay, well, didn't really work, but let's do you, and you. There we go, full recovery plus 5 temporary. I'll take it. Alright, now let's see if I can remember how to get out of here well enough to climb up and take on the blights. Because why not? Also take you out. Hi, friendo. How are you? Did not expect you to break that fast. Here, I'll take that. And then there was... that up there. Alright, come on, buddy. Spear versus spear. Well, he humbled me real quick. That's annoying. Because I don't know where the last save is. Is it? Oh, it was before I even crafted everything. Alright. Well, I'm well past 2 hours, so we're just going to call it there. Unfortunate, but it happens. I figured it would be a little while before I got a full run in anyways. Plus, I'm getting really hungry, so I need to go eat something. But yeah, maybe next week we do some more. I'm honest. I really want to get a rundown, and I'm really, really looking to trying to get this down packed. So maybe next week we do some more at some point. Probably gonna throw in a Saturday stream next weekend. Not this weekend, but next. So might try to fit some stuff in. I know I need to do a Mario and Luigi stream because I missed that on Monday. I was really looking forward to that. But yeah. So that'll probably be next Monday is Mario and Luigi. Also the timer's still going. How do I end? Control. Reset. Yeah, best times you want to update them, yes. So why did it... I'll mess around with that to see if I can get those to show. I don't know why it's not showing. Also, it did not update them. I don't know. Figure it out. It says best segment, but it doesn't show segment time. It's weird. I'll mess around with it. Just like copy, paste here. Okay, that works. Okay, I'll do that. Copy, paste there. Copy, paste there. So it just has best segment, but not time. Paste there. Okay. Alright, I'm figuring out the streamer things. Yeah. There we go. Got that working there. Cool. So I have that set and saved. Hopefully that works. Splits have been updated but not yet saved. Do you want to save your splits now? Yes. Sweet. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be looking forward to more of this. I am excited to maybe someday eventually have an official run and break sub 2 hours. I think it's definitely possible. I think with the rate that I'm going, it's absolutely possible to get sub 2 hours for this game. I don't know about how fast I can truly beat this game, but I can assure you it has been beaten very fast. But yeah, so next week's streams should be Monday and Thursday, and probably Saturday. So a full week ahead, because I want to make sure I try to get in as many streams as I can, as next month is going to be very busy for me. So probably the next few weeks, if I can manage it, be doing 3 streams a week. We'll see. Just depends on how the days go. But look forward to Mario and Luigi on Monday. Some Minecraft stuff next week. And then more speedrunning Saturday probably. So shout out to all my lurkers in chat. Thank you all for hanging out. You are seen. Shout out to my VOD frogs watching in the future. Whenever you do watch this. Whenever it is up. And of course shout out to my mods. The wonderful people they are. Shout out to Parallelograms. Thank you for the raid. Catch you around, man. Hope you do well in your runs. And yeah, see y'all next time. Thanks for hanging out. Stay safe.